Once again, I finished 60 products in 3 months. But before you congratulate me, there is a catch. 15 of them are minis, but I'm still counting them. An empty is an empty. Did I actually finish them till the last drop? And, more importantly, which ones are going to make their way back into my routine? Hey, it's ECAT. Think electronic cat. Yeah, welcome to my edit. Edit by ECAT. As usual, I'm going to go in skincare routine order. And as a quick reminder, I have dehydrated, acne-prone combo skin that is becoming drier with age. Okay, let's start with cleansers. The first one is definitely a repeat offender, and it's the Hyaluronic Speedy Mascara Remover. Once again, I finished another one of those. I am not using any other mascara remover. This is the only one in my life. I basically cannot live without this. I do not remove my mascara with anything else. It's always this, and then I follow up with a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. Basically, I just use it on autopilot. It integrated itself seamlessly into my life. Nothing more to say, really. It's such a good product and it's popular for a reason. And the next product I have is Sana Soy Milk Whitening Foam Face Wash. This is a surprising product for me because I didn't expect it to be so gentle. And I think I had some sort of misconception that Japanese cleansers were a little bit on the harsher side. But these self-foaming types are right up my alley. It was super gentle. The foam was spectacular. I mainly use this in the morning when I'm too lazy to foam up my cleanser. I didn't find any difference between my other gentle self-foaming washes like the Round Lab or the Estra. This one was pretty much on par and it lasted me for absolute ages. I am now a big fan. I will be trying loads of other Japanese self-foaming washes after this one. And then I finally finished the Prequel Gleanser. Sorry, it's a bit grubby. I am absolutely in love with this cleanser. It is so gentle, so luxurious. The feel, the experience with it is just divine. The high percentage of glycerin is such a joy to apply. It just gives you that subtle foam. Your skin just feels incredible afterwards. If I could stock up on this product and have it with me all the time, I would probably use it in the morning, in the shower, whenever I get the chance, really. There is just something about it when you pump it into your hand and you just feel that texture is just so cushiony and feels hydrating. I really, really enjoyed using this. I wish I could get my hands on another one, but it's probably going to take me some time. I feel it's such good value for money. I kept this one in the shower just because it does multiple things. I can use it as my face wash, as my body wash, and etc. And yeah, it took me a while to get through this, but I'm pleased to say this is one of the best washes that I've ever tried. Oh, let's not forget an oldie but a goodie. And this is a trusty old friend. It's a product to come back to a lot just because it's the safe choice and I know my skin absolutely loves it. Probably needs no introduction. It's the Bioderma Sensibio Micellar Water. This one is a 500 ml bottle. I only buy it in big sizes. Basically, I'm okay to explore variety when it comes to micellar water, as long as it's Korean or Japanese. If it's European, and unless it's an emergency where I need to get my hands on something, I would always go for Bioderma. And then I have two minis here. One is the Mary&May Hyaluronic Gel Cleanser. Now, this one was part of a set along with other Mary&May products. I don't think it's around anymore. I don't think it was that great. It has this grape scent and says here 10 types of hyaluronic acid. I didn't feel like it was that hydrating or that nice to use. But the one I did enjoy is the SoonJung Etude cleanser. This is probably the first product I've tried from this particular line. It's super famous, super basic and gentle. It reminded me of the SKIN&LAB Docto foaming cleanser. They feel quite similar, and it can produce quite dense foam, but the actual cleanser is not stripping in any way, which I kind of enjoy. It was absolutely perfect for traveling, especially when your skin is a little bit grumpy and you want a cleanser that's going to be gentle, but also do some thorough cleansing when you need it. Then I finished a sheet mask pack, and it's by Sana Soy Milk Wrinkle Care Sheet Mask. So this is part of the anti-aging line. I felt the sheet mask was quite nourishing. It wasn't a light essence. It felt a little bit more substantial. It has retinol and it has alcohol. It's one of those sheet masks that you get this very slight scent of alcohol whenever you apply it. I think they were fine. Nothing too spectacular. I'm glad I tried them. They only have 20 in this pack. If I were to choose between Sana sheet masks and Saborino, I probably would go for Saborino hands down. But I just wanted to make sure that I tried the Sana ones, see what they're all about. I don't find them as hydrating and as moisturizing as the Saborino ones. There's just something about Saborino that really, really works for me. But these ones are okay. Then I have a pack of toner pads, and they are by Parnell. This is from their Cicamanu range. I believe these might be discontinued. I haven't seen much left from the Cicamanu range except for the serum, but I really enjoyed these. So I do hope they're going to bring some sort of toner pad product back into the line, just because I found them really soothing and calming, and the actual toner itself is quite light, super enjoyable for me. All right, let's move on to toners. I am in love with this next toner. It's just so good. I'm definitely going to be stocking up on more of these in the future. It's by Heveblue. This is their Salmon Caring Centella toner. I have put this into a self-foaming bottle. Basically, I tried to make it into a bubble toner. I succeeded. I don't think the foam really stays for too long after you dispense it from the bottle. But nonetheless, the toner itself is great. It has that bit of a body to it, and the nourishment it gives you is just, I don't know, my skin absolutely loved it. It's light, but because it has that touch of something, I just would layer and layer this on. It gave almost a sense of relief whenever I applied it. Incredible after the shower. Just, oh, a drink of water. And it might be the Centella or the PDRN something, but it just gave me like a really, really nice, healthy glow afterwards. Super enjoyable. It's been a long while that I've raved about a toner so much, but this is an incredible product to me. Then I finished a bottle of EQUALBERRY Swimming Pool Toner. I've talked about this one before. This one's a little bit thicker. It's still quite lightweight, but it gives you a little bit more of a body to it. I kind of had a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes it felt a little bit too heavy for me, and sometimes it didn't. I'm still undecided. I don't know what it is about it. I am willing to give it another try. I want to come to a firm conclusion whether I like this or not. I think it's nice. There is a time and a place for me to use this, but it's not my absolute anytime, everyday toner. It turned out that I would use it on certain occasions, and the rest of the time, I would just ignore it on my shelf. The next one, I think, was a really nice surprise for me because I thought this toner was better than the Numbers In #1 toner. And it's from I'm Sorry for My Skin Relaxing Toner. I just love the bottle. It's just so cute. The green, I love the green. It feels refreshing. It was soothing, calming, quite lightweight, as you can see. I have a spray top on it. It just ticked all the boxes that I was looking for an everyday toner. The one you just spray before you start layering other stuff, or just when you want to refresh your skin a bit. It seems that it's quite hard to find this toner. I think I see it on Jolsey, but not on some of the other sites. If there's an opportunity for me to get another one, I will definitely do so. And then I have a mini. It's from R&W, and it's their Hyal treatment toner. I think R&W disappeared from the face of the earth. I still have a few of their products, which I'm kind of making my way through, but I'm not sure they're still around. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, the fun part of the video, the serums. I definitely have quite a few. The first one is probably the best ceramide serum that I've tried so far. I really enjoyed using it, especially when my barrier just needed that extra something. It's creamy enough, not really heavy, just so good to use and to layer with the rest of your skincare routine. And it's by SKIN&LAB, their Barrier Derm Milky Serum. This is incredible. It comes in a 50 ml packaging, and the ceramide goodness. It was a lightweight, nourishing coating. It just left my skin in a superb condition. Love. I haven't repurchased though. I still want to try a few others. I just can't stop my curiosity. But if I'm planning to come back to a ceramide serum, this one is definitely going to be it. The next one I definitely talked about before, and it's by Some By Me Beta Panthenol Repair Serum. Where do I start? Where do I start with this? The packaging was horrendous. It now comes with a pump, but I had to struggle with a dropper. The serum itself is super thick. It was really hard to get it out of this beautiful packaging. I love the look of the packaging. I love the color of the line and just the promise that milky serum that's supposed to nourish and just sort out your skin with panthenol. So good. But it was a horrendous experience because about halfway through the bottle, I had to whip out my silicone spatula and start scooping out the serum every single night just so I can finish this thing. And to be honest, the serum was thick and quite rich, but I didn't feel like it was anything different from what's out there. Not the experience, not the feel, not how it made my skin feel, nothing. It was nice to try, and I'm glad I ticked it off my list, but it's definitely not a product I'm going to come back to. Speaking of nourishing serums, this one was rather a peculiar experience because I tried it and then straight after got another one just because it was a roller coaster of emotion. I'm still a bit undecided about this product because I kind of loved it and then I didn't, and I'm now not sure where I stand with it, but I managed to finish 2 bottles, while I was making up my mind. Heveblue, it's their Black Yuja Bean Booster Serum. So this has this thicker, kind of stringy property. It leaves this nice, nourished layer behind. I would almost say it feels like a lotion, but in a serum type texture. It kind of feels similar to snail mucin or that type of serums. The latest one that I've tried is the Isntree PDRN serum. It has that thicker, hydrating texture that leaves this nourishment behind. So I would put this one in the same category as that. And sometimes it felt quite heavy to me, and sometimes it didn't. Sometimes it was exactly what my skin craved. But it says a lot. I finished two. It was a serum I used towards the end of my skincare routine. It would never be the first serum I apply, just because of that richer texture that it has. But nonetheless, it is still quite light. You can still only apply a tiny bit and spread it quite thinly. I did enjoy the packaging. It has the button dropper top. I love this type of packaging. It just makes it so easy to reach for a serum. You feel like it's effortless. You just click the top and that's it. I'm not gonna lie, the packaging definitely played a role in why I finished a couple of these. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase anytime soon, but I feel I might try it again after a while and see how I feel about it. Then I have probably what's becoming one of my most favorite PDRN serums lately, just because it has this lightweight, milky, creamy texture. Oh, so good. It makes your skin look incredible, and it's got EGF in it. It's from Celdique. It's their PDRN EGF peptide serum. I feel like you can use this all the time. This could be your PDRN, your peptide serum all in one. The texture is just so satisfying. It says here it's got volufiline in it, and I think this is what gives that kind of plump look after you apply the serum. Oh, it just feels good, looks good, and the ingredients list is incredible. A lot of people might be sleeping on this one. Every time I see this for a really good price, I literally stock up. So it's now becoming one of the regulars. So you will probably see it quite often. Speaking of EGF, I finished some of my usual suspects. The first one being the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Botanical 2GF Wonderful Ampoule. I've been raving about this for quite a while. Incredible serum. This is your hyaluronic acid slash EGF serum all in one. I know it can be pricey on some sites, so I'm always checking if there is a sale on, and whenever I see it at a good price, I stock up. This is one of my absolute favorite EGF serums. And I also finished the Cos de Baha EGF Peptide Cica Serum. This is also a really good one if you're looking for an EGF serum. It's got hyaluronic acid, Cica, feels quite lightweight, like your standard hydrating serum texture, but it's got EGF in it and it is affordable. I think Cos de Baja overall does really good actives. Another EGF serum that I always keep on my radar to check if it goes on sale or goes for a really good price. Then I finished one of the new EGF serums that I've already talked about. This was a really big surprise for me because I didn't expect to love it so much. And it's by Dear Claire's, their EGF Blue AC Calming Serum. I just wanted to layer and layer this on. It has my favorite ingredient, which is guasoline. Doesn't have that much of EGF, even though they call it out as one of the main ingredients. But there is just something about it, the texture of it. It's a lightweight, hydrating ampoule texture. And surprisingly, the scent of tea tree didn't actually bother me this time. I went through this one at lightning speed, and I was sorry that I didn't have a backup on hand. So, of course, I went and stocked up because I enjoyed it so much. So, you will be seeing this guy again in some of the future empties, that's for sure. Speaking of acne serums, I've mentioned the brand already earlier in the video. It's the Parnell Cicamanu 92 serum. This is so good. I mentioned before that I was really sorry that I haven't tried it sooner. I just expected it to be your run-of-the-mill hydrating type of serum, but it's quite thick, like honey. It kind of grips onto your skin, leaving almost a protective layer behind. It was incredible to use for calming down my acne. Oh, whenever my berry is just being super, super grumpy. I went through this one at lightning speed. And then I went and stocked up on it again. I was lucky this time because they were changing their packaging. So the serum that used to be quite expensive was going for a really good price. I'm so glad I tried this, and I will be using more in the future. So good. Some of the hydrating serums. I finished the VT Hyaluronic Cica Exosome Ampoule. Yes. So this guy has exosomes, and there is just something about it. The texture is so good. When I was testing all of my hyaluronic acid serums, I finished this one first. I just kept gravitating towards it over all of the other open serums just because applying it was giving me so much pleasure, and it was giving me just the right amount of hydration. And the fact that I could layer this on, can't put my finger on it. It's just really, really good. So yeah, I am in love with this, and I have no idea why. It might be the ingredients, the texture, the feel, whatever it is. I want more of this in my life, and I wish this one was a larger size. I also went and stocked up on this one. In the 30 ml size, I am just in love, absolutely in love. The next one has a similar feel, but maybe a touch more of a body to it. But the feeling it gives me is quite similar. I just started gravitating towards this product without hesitation. I would just reach for it without thinking, and that says a lot. It's by Heveblue, and it's their Salmon Caring Centella Ampoule. One of the best PDRN products that I've tried, just because it's so versatile. It feels like a hyaluronic acid with PDRN in it. So good. I feel like we just need one of these with EGF and a bunch of other peptides, but the same feel. Maybe throw in some exosomes and we might have a perfect product. But hey, I enjoyed this one. It's really nice. It has one of those effects on me. I just love applying this on. The hydration, the feel, the experience. I am also stocking up on this one. Just enjoyed it so much. And then the famous PDRN product, which is not really PDRN, but kinda. It's by Anua, and it's their PDRN Hyaluronic Acid Capsule 100 Serum. So this one is an interesting one. It's super lightweight and has a somewhat a unique texture. I feel it is so watery, but it doesn't feel like water. It leaves that kind of a glossy layer behind. incredible to layer after you prepped your skin. It just gives you that extra burst of hydration in one of the layers. The closest serum it reminds me of is the Village Hyaluronic Acid Ampoule. They feel really similar to me in the texture and also the hydration that they give you. I feel like it's meant for hydration and not for the PDRN. Ooh, a really random one. It's by Vividraw. It's their cherry firming ampoule. It's their cherry collagen firming capsule ampoule. I love the square bottle packaging. Unfortunately, this brand got dissolved when L'Oreal, I believe, bought Dr. G, so they decided to kill it. And it was just as I purchased all of their serums and I wanted to try the full range. So I'm super, super sad that they're gone, but I'll be using the rest of the serums up. And this one in particular was this red smoothie texture. It was really nice, like extremely nice. And I can't think of a product that would have a similar feel and a similar texture to this one. So I'm intrigued and I want to find something similar. So if you've tried this one, do you know of anything similar? I wonder. And then I have an antioxidant serum and it's by mary&may. It's their idebenone blackberry complex serum. This is a bit of a surprise, quite hydrating, lightweight. If you want to use a serum for its antioxidant properties instead of vitamin C, sometimes I started gravitating towards this one over vitamin C because I don't know about you, but I apply my vitamin C on my face and on my neck. And if I apply it on my neck, my colors are starting to like oxidize. So if I'm wearing something that might stain from my vitamin C, I would choose a product like this, knowing that it just gives me something similar without the staining issue. I really like this product. I'm definitely going to be using it again. In fact, I think I have the Soul edition, which comes in 80 mils. I feel it's such a good size for this type of product. You can literally use it morning and evening, whenever you want, really. Treat it as one of your hydrating serums. After that, I also have some green tea serums. I started dabbling in green tea because I got myself a new LED mask. I was curious whether I can stick to a green tea serum with my LED. And what I've tried is the Benton Deep Green Tea Serum. This is a 30 ml bottle and it comes in a pump, which I love. It's a bit on the heavy side. I understand it to be quite hydrating, but there's just something about it. It has that touch of heaviness. It has green tea, but other than that, I'm not really sure whether it's adding anything into my routine. I think I bought a couple more alongside this one, so I'll be using them up. And yeah, for a 30 ml green tea serum, I felt this one was rather pricey, so not my number one choice. Another green tea serum, of course, I had to try this one. This one is pretty famous. If I were to ask you about a green tea range from K Beauty, you will probably think of the same line. It's by Isntree. It's their green tea fresh serum. I found this serum incredible. It's quite lightweight, it's hydrating, it doesn't have that body to it. And I think it's because they haven't added too much of the other stuff. It was super enjoyable to use, effortless, I must say, because you apply it as a really thin layer before you put on your LED mask. And I thought it was just superb. In fact, this is probably going to be my choice of green tea serum going forward. Okay, before I reveal the next product, I think this is a good time to subscribe. What I have here is the Ampoule Bota Retinol Youth Repair Solution. I am in love with this product and it's really, really hard to get my hands on it. It's just so happened there was a period that I was able to get maybe 2 or 3 of these, and now whenever I go looking for it, the opportunity is scarce. This is a super gentle retinol serum. In fact, it contains retinol ester, which is even gentler than your standard retinol. It comes out in this creamy, lightweight lotion, and the packaging is so beautiful. It has this twist pump top, and I just enjoy using this for the experience of it because that creaminess that you apply is just, oh, feels so good. My barrier just absolutely loves it. And it's not really a retinol serum for me. It's kind of a supporting serum rather than a treatment serum. And the fact that it's so hard for me to get my hands on it, it's hard to treat it as a supporting serum. I think I have another one in my stash, and once I finish that one, this might be it, unless I can find it somewhere else. And then I also finished, whew, surprise, the Naturium Retinal at 0.1%. This is their cream serum, and I keep thinking about this product just because of the texture. The texture is so interesting. It's your serum lotion consistency. It's quite hydrating for a retinol serum, but it's also quite lightweight. I still feel you can apply a super thin layer and have no trouble with it. I also like the pump packaging and the way the tube just disappears into nothing every time you pump something out. The whole experience is amazing. It's a bit pricey for my liking. I feel like now we have so many other affordable and accessible retinol serums, but I'm glad I tried this one. I was curious about it for a very, very long time. Now it's the mini time. And out of the minis, I have finished another Idebenone Mary and May serum. I tried this one first before I got the full size that I've already showed you. I found the serum so good to travel with. It lasted me a few trips. Now, it's definitely a serum I like. I already repurchased and finished the full size, and I've repurchased some of the minis. So a big yes. Then I have the iUNIK Tea Tree Relief Serum. This one is your standard hydrating serum. I expected it to have a tea tree scent, and it didn't, which is a big plus for me. Now, do I want to repurchase a full size of it? Probably not. I didn't feel like it made too much difference, but I really liked having this while traveling. I feel it just gave me that extra something when my skin wasn't in a good shape. I also finished the iUNIK Propolis Vitamin Synergy Serum. This one is really good. There's just something about it. Again, standard hydrating serum texture, but the propolis in it, I think, gave that extra something. I fell in love with this. I think I mentioned another mini that I've finished before, and I've already repurchased the full size. And what's interesting is I'm trying some other propolis serums at the moment, and this one is still dear to my heart. And then I have 2 minis by Beauty of Joseon. It's their green tea and propolis serums. I am late to the party. This is the first time I've tried these serums, and I really enjoyed them. They're lightweight hydrating serums with interesting ingredients. I liked them enough to purchase full size. Watch this space. An interesting empty, which I'm gonna mention briefly. I got a bunch of minis for deprogram while I was in Japan, but I haven't mentioned them before because deprogram or Shiseido just went and reformulated the full range. So I will have to find the new versions from now on. But I finished their acne care range. And what was interesting is the emulsion was clear. It wasn't milky like what you would expect. And the toner was nice. I just threw them in here because the packaging is genius. It's like this soft bottle and the little tip unscrews and it's got a thin nozzle. Just something about it. I'm like, how can I find something similar? I really, really like this type of packaging. So let's move on to creams. I have here the Haruharu Wonder Centella Phyto and Peptide Concentrate Cream. This stuff is incredible. It's so good. It is your denser, more hugging moisturizer. You think it's going to be quite heavy, but it's not. And there is something about it. It just soothes your skin and makes it feel amazing. It's just incredible, especially for mature skin. I need to remember to keep this packaging because I've already repurchased a refill. That's how much I enjoyed it. I feel like it's such a unique moisturizer. You don't find that many moisturizers with this similar kind of very dense and luscious texture like this. Oh, I can't wait to open another one. Then I finished the iUNIK Centella Calming Gel Cream. This is the first time I've tried this, and I'm not a big fan of gel creams, but there's something about this one that when it hits your skin, it just disappears. It almost turns into this hydrating water and an invisible layer. And yes, it doesn't feel like a proper gel moisturizer because I have a love-hate relationship with gel moisturizers. They can be quite sticky or heavy or suffocating, but this felt like a serum almost. I wouldn't say that I'm like super duper in love with this one, but I don't really mind it. And sometimes your skin just craves something like this. Then I also have the Transparent Lab Bakuchiol Firming Cream. This is such a good cream. I don't think there's many Bakuchiol creams on the market. I was kicking myself that I haven't tried this sooner. It has a nice complex of peptides and Bakuchiol. I would pair this with any type of retinol treatment for a double whammy. Really enjoyed using this one. It doesn't have a scent, but you can get a scent of raw material. At least I can smell it. It didn't bother me too much, but it's not something I will be able to use over and over and over again. I will need to take a break to make sure that I just don't get sick of it. And if they have a sale anytime soon, I'll definitely think of maybe getting another one. Ooh, this was a bit of a silly purchase. I knew that this product was being discontinued, but I was really, really stubborn that I needed to try this. And I don't know where it came from. I am in love with this line. I pretty much love any other product that they have in this line. So I felt like I needed to try this. Like really needed to satisfy my curiosity. Otherwise I couldn't sleep at night. And I managed to get one of the last products on Jolsey, I believe. And it's by Ruvectin. It's their Cica Care Relief Sleeping Mask. It's my favorite line, the pink line from Ruvectin that has all of my favorite ingredients. I am obsessed with their serum. I'm obsessed with their balm. I'm also currently using the cream. So I wanted to try the sleeping mask, and Oh my God, this was so heavy and suffocating. I was not able to use it on my face. And it kind of makes you think, well, if the product is discontinued, there's something wrong with it, or maybe it's going away for a reason. I ended up using it on my feet as a mask because I needed to use this up, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. I feel like I needed to know. I just needed my questions answered. And now I can also say that I've tried absolutely every single product from that line. Then I have a couple of minis. One is I'm from Licorice Calming Cream. This is such a nice gel cream, but I think the line is discontinued now. I've tried this mini and I bought a couple of full-size products. So you probably see another couple come up, but yeah, don't think it's around anymore. And then I also finished a mini of my favorite by Wishtrend Vitamin Amazing Bakuchiol Night Cream. This stuff is so good. It's like your hugging ceramide nourishing night cream, but with retinol and bakuchiol in it. This is this soothing, gorgeous cream with treatment. I think it's the 0.03% of retinol. So quite gentle overall. I still buy this stuff either in the minis or full size whenever I come across it at a good price. Really nice cream to have on hand. Onto sunscreens. I have two of my favorite sunscreens. I can say it's actually a recent favorite because I just ended up using quite a few tubes of it in a row, which is so unlike me, but I really enjoyed the texture and the experience. And it's by Dr. Surical. It's their Hyal Rejuve Moist Sun SPF 50 plus PA 4 pluses. This is your lightweight serum texture. It was incredible to use. I really enjoyed it. It just gives you this nice hydrating nourishment, kind of like a light lotion, but not in a watery sense. It has that bit of a body lipid layer to it. It just makes your skin look beautiful. Really, really enjoyed using it in the summer. I think I already finished another one after this one, and there's one last one that's going. And then I promised I'm going to try some of the other sunscreens. And then I have my absolute favorite. I am in love with this sunscreen. It's probably one of the top sunscreens that I've tried just because the texture is so divine. It's your night ceramide moisturizer. There's just something about it. It's thick, it's nourishing, and it disappears quite quickly without leaving a shiny face or anything like that. I just really enjoyed putting this on just for the sake of it, not because it's a sunscreen, just because I love the texture and the feel of the product. It's by Pecam. It's their water barrier sun cream. This stuff is really good. I am definitely going to be coming back to this one in the future. Haha. A product I cannot live without at this stage. I always have some in my stash and I keep coming back to over and over again. But I think it's the first time I'm actually showing one in my empties, I believe. It's the Lion Pear Acne Cream. This is the big 24 grams. I literally stopped buying the small ones because I go through this stuff a lot, like a lot. It is my trusty acne cream. It is perfect for hormonal acne that I have, especially when I have angry pimples coming up around my jawline. It just soothes and calms them. And if I apply this at night, I wake up with the swelling going down and the pimple not getting any worse. So incredible. So gentle as well and quite affordable and accessible. Love. Some lip products. And I finished the Experiment Software Smoothing Lip Treatment. This one, I expected it to be much lighter than what the experience was. It's still a really nice lip product, but then it kind of felt a little bit more standard to me. I think I bought 2 when I was buying this one, so we'll have another one in my stash. You can't go wrong with it, but would I go out of my way to get one again? Probably not, just because I can find some better things with K-Beauty, I feel. One of these products is my favorite Torridon Solid In Lip Essence. I love the stuff. It is quite lightweight, quite nourishing, makes your lips look and feel amazing, has no scent, and just great all around. And I cannot sing it enough praises. It is such a good product. And then I finished the mini, which took me absolutely forever to finish. I got this as a gift with purchase. It's Self Beauty Sleeping Lip Mask. And this one comes in Kakadu Plum. It basically smells like bubble gum, and it felt nice, but quite unnecessary, I felt. It wasn't really doing anything for my lips. It just felt like it sat on top and it wasn't really nourishing or anything like that. So not something that I'm gonna run out and repurchase at a full size. It will come as no surprise that I finished more of these products, and I promise you I'm gonna try something else. I feel like I just haven't been buying any others so far. It's just this product and nothing else. So I think I'm gonna go and get maybe some J Beauty and some other K Beauty to try and compare from now on. Not that it really matters, but I just feel like I am going through this stuff a lot, like a lot. And it's the Tier Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. I have 2 here. So another to bite the dust. It is the only makeup fixer that I'm using at the moment and nothing else. So let's venture out maybe and see what else is out there. I also finished a K-Beauty hand cream, which is quite rare, I feel. I'm kind of using most of my products that didn't work out for my face on my hands. A hand cream is quite specialized, so you don't really see it often. But what I finished is the Pretty Skin Calendula Romantic Perfume Hand Cream. This is a big one. It comes in 100 ml packaging and it has a calendula scent. Not my cup of tea. It has that standard floral, almost your pharmacy feel. The actual hand cream is quite lightweight. It's that light lotion texture that sinks in super fast. It doesn't stay on your skin. One thing I hate is that the hand cream that just lingers and makes your hands all slippery. So I decided to try this one. It's fine for a hand cream. It was quite affordable, so I didn't mind it. I think I got this scent as a gift with purchase on Stylevana, and it made me look into their range. I did purchase the chamomile scent just because it reminds me of the hand creams that my mother used to use. I expect it to have the same scent, but I haven't tried it yet, so let's see. And I'm also inserting this one here because I kind of used it more for my body and for my hands. It probably won't come as a surprise to you. It's just one of those things that I always have on hand, and it's the iUNIK Ceramide 80 lotion. Yes, this is another one of 330 mils. I love this stuff. I love this stuff for my face, for my hands, for my body. I cannot live without it at this stage. And it's one of the best lotions that I've tried. Actually, I've just opened a couple of other brands and still nothing compares to this one. I love the cream. I love the lotion. It's just really, really good. Okay, we're coming up to the end, so stay with me and make sure to subscribe. I have the body wash shampoo hybrid, and it's from Pyunkang Yul. So this is their Blue label, which I think you can use for babies as well. It has no scent, super gentle. Use it all over your body, on your head. I don't know, just something possessed me to try this. Is it spectacular? No, not at all. But I felt like it was a nice product if you wanted something gentle, if you had some skin issues or maybe some itchy scalp and you wanted to use something without anything in it. Yeah, it's a product I might think of in the future should the situation arise. Then I also finished the hair protein bond shampoo. I think I've talked about the treatment before. I finally finished this 500 ml bottle of shampoo. As I mentioned before, I felt like it was quite popular on Olive Young, so I just pulled the plug and got the full range, and it wasn't my cup of tea at all. This shampoo felt quite dense and heavy. You needed to apply a lot in order to produce a foam, but when you produce a foam, it's quite a thick and heavy foam. So it wasn't my favorite to use. It was okay for the hair, and the scent of it has this really old school perfumey scent, like really heavy, a big miss for me, I think. I'm glad it's out of my life. I'm going to throw in the minis here. One of my favorite shampoos now. I haven't purchased the full size because I feel like I would use it all the time. So I'm almost stocking up on the minis all the time because it's such a great shampoo to travel with and just makes my hair feel amazing. And I have a set of shampoo and conditioner, and it's from Shiseido. It's their super mild shampoo and conditioner. This is so good. It lasted me forever, and both the shampoo and the conditioner just suited me so well. Love it. Absolutely love it. It doesn't have much stuff in it, but it's super lightweight and makes my hair feel really light and fluffy. And then last but not least, it's from Naturium, and I didn't expect to buy this, but what prompted me to get it was I tried this Sun by Me body wash from their AHA, PHA, BHA range, the green one. And I felt like I wanted a body wash with some exfoliants, but that range has the menthol, the minty stuff in it, and I absolutely hate that. I hate that in the body wash. And so I struggled through the big bottle, and that kind of made me look elsewhere. I wanted to have a body wash with a good active in it, and I came across this, and it's the Naturium Salicylic body wash. This stuff is really good. What I found out is that you need only a tiny bit. Actually, it foams up really well. It takes you forever to go through 500 mils, to the point that I was like, when am I going to finish this? But you really get a lot of value for what you pay for. I think that's it for today. What do you think? Did the minis spoil all the fun? Or was it interesting to see whether I've purchased any full sizes after trying the minis? Other than that, anything that caught your eye? Did you see any of your favorites in today's lineup? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already, and you love skincare that feels fun with lots of steps and zero regrets, then hit subscribe and come back and hang out with me again. But don't go just yet. If you still got some time, I hope you stay and watch this next video. I'll see you again soon.